Hey Raindrops, now before we get into this video, I want to talk to you about joining my community. Yes, my YouTube community of subscribers. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. It helps build the channel and build our community. I love it when you guys comment and post. So remember, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel.
This is the menace.
What's up, baby? How y'all feeling today? Listen, God is so good. Ain't he good to us? God is good.
No, God is fantastic. God is so good, and I'm so happy with everything going on. I missed you, Heavenly. We had a week.
I missed you too. You had a week off, didn't you?
We had a week off because of the Labor Day weekend, so Love and Marriage Huntsville did not air. But honey, it aired on Saturday, and baby,
y'all got it going on. Y'all got it going on. Let's lay into it. Let's lay into it,
baby. Well, listen. It was a fun trip, right? Because it was nice to see these ladies on the beach doing the jet skis, you know, like having fun, being flirty. And that's the reason why I really love this episode, because I thought it was balanced. Like, you get to see the girls have fun because you know what it's like to be on a girls' trip. And yes, there's always drama. But I thought it was nice to see the ladies out of their comfort zone and just like having fun in the jet skis and stuff.
I agree with you. You know, when I saw Melody and her friend, what's her name? I love the fact that they were flirting. It was good to see Melody flirt with a man. I mean, I saw it. I felt a smile come on my face when she was like, "Listen," you know what I mean? I was like, "Yes, Melody, go on, girl, get that man, girl." You know what I mean? Because you always see her without a man, so it's always good to see her flirt. You know, I always figured like Melody got a man somewhere that she never gonna present to y'all because she don't want y'all in her business. But for that, it made my heart smile.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I thought the same thing because the biggest thing for me is just going back to like the fun and flirtiness of it all. The guy is gorgeous, okay? Like he's a beautiful man. I thought he was like a young one, like in his early 20s, but apparently he's like maybe late 30s or something. Like he's a grown ass. I mean, if you're your 20s, you're grown, but I thought he was like a young 20 something.
Yeah, I think he was younger than they are, but I don't know. I didn't really get to see too much of him, but he seemed like he was young just because he was on the island. You know what I mean? It was the island feel. They were flirty and flirtatious. They had a good time, and I love to see it. I love to see the ladies getting along, being happy. You know what I mean? But then now, y'all swirling some mess in there. Y'all bringing the mess back, and I'm gonna tell you, it's what's Marcel's name? Mike's name? I'm gonna write it down.
Tisha.
Trish is the
No, wait. You said Marcel's wife. Tisha.
I love Tisha so much. And listen, it's never no disrespect that I mix up people's name. I mess up your name, Carlos.
Yeah.
I mess up everybody's name, but please don't take it personally, because I do it. I mix it up. Okay, so yeah, Tisha trying to mix some stuff up together, saying that Destiny coming.
Tisha is the bone collector this season. Tisha, let me tell you something about Tisha. Tisha is all about like, I'm bringing everything to the forefront, right? Tisha was like, Destiny's coming. Sonny, I had no idea you were here. If I did, I probably would not have invited Destiny as my +1 because I don't want to make her uncomfortable. I thought Tisha
Wait a minute, jump back. How did we think that Sonny wasn't coming? Now, my whole thing is, y'all can say what y'all want to. I've been on reality TV a very long time. We knew Sonny was coming. We knew she was coming. She's a part of the cast. Is she a friend of the cast? Or what is she, Carlos? Is she not on? She don't have a peach? I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. Is she on the cast or is she just a friend? Because we know that she coming. She's on the show. We know she coming.
Yeah, well, listen, she definitely is a part of the season, and it's a girls' trip, and her and Melody are friendly. We saw them shopping for bathing suits, and Melody invited her. So it was right for Sonny to come, and then Tisha had the opportunity to bring somebody because she asked Mel. Mel said yes, and that's why she brought Destiny. And at the end of the day, like you said, it's a girls' trip. Why not bring the entire females from the show on this trip? And that's the reason why this episode was
I got
made you
two
think?
questions for you, Carlos. Okay, I got Dr. Shanetta. I said her name right, right? Dr.
It's
Shanetta.
it's Shanita.
Shanita, Dr. Shanita. I'm sorry, no disrespect. Dr. Shanita. There was another girl there, a dark-skinned girl, right? She never said shit. Who is that?
So her name is Lauren. She's Melody's makeup artist.
Okay, so she kind of kept it cool. I didn't see her saying too much of anything. But Dr. Shanita, I said it right, right?
There you go.
Dr.
Yeah.
Shanita taking over the whole goddamn thing. Is she on payroll? Because she needs to be. You need to put Shanita on the show because she's great for TV. She started the shit and she kept it going. But my whole thing is, everybody came to work tonight. Everybody came to work tonight. Trisha wasn't backing down. You know what I'm saying? Melody wasn't backing down. These hoes came to work like never before. I loved it because I know Trisha, and she always seemed like she was timid. Not tonight, damn it. She getting herself, okay?
So
Y'all
let's
not
get
gonna
into
talk
it.
about her. Y'all not gonna
Let's
do that
get
to
into it.
Trisha.
Let's start.
And I'm always talking about fighting, and Shanita looked like a big girl, right? She looked like she tall, and I think Trisha ain't no joke either. She was not down. She was not. So we gonna pray with it.
No, well, that's the thing. We like to fight with our words, not our fists. Like
You know
that's.
I'm just joking, but yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying
no, no, no.
they both are intimidating to me. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, no. Trisha and Shanita's conversation was definitely spicy because they both are women who aren't going to back down to each other. So let's just start there. Because you're right. Shanita obviously has lots of opinions. And she's very vocal, which is why when Destiny and them were all at the dinner table, Destiny is from Detroit, Shanita is from Detroit. That's why Destiny said out of her own mouth, I know Shanita, I was a waitress and she was a hostess or vice versa, one or the other, and how she's always been a big personality and very vocal. That's who Shanita is, period, point in the blank. Trisha, like you said, is usually the one who comes in a little bit, disarmed, right? So when Shanita decided to relate Trisha's marital situation, right, being married but also having a boyfriend, she was comparing that to the Sonny, Moses, and Destiny situation, and Trisha was not hearing any of that. Do you agree that is a different situation, or do you think it's the same thing?
Now, wait a minute. Both of them different, but in my opinion, this is my humble opinion. Y'all know I love to give it. Both of them shit's wrong. Both of them wrong. My whole thing is I said since the very beginning, you end one shit before you start another. Now I get it. Y'all were separated 5 years. I feel what she's saying. However, you still married. That's just what people gonna think. That's what I think. But my whole thing at the end of the day, y'all do what the hell y'all want to do. Y'all set y'all boundaries and go for it if y'all happy. But if you're gonna ask me a question, if you're still married, should you be engaged to somebody else? I'm gonna say no. Just like I'm gonna say, but my whole thing is this: the difference between it is, I'm gonna say Sunny, with Sunny and Destiny. Destiny was not married to this man. I mean, we could talk about it all day.
Right.
Yeah, the scruples is off. It's all wrong right now. But at the end of the day, this Sunny's husband now, so ain't shit else to talk about. It ain't nothing else to talk. When that's her husband, all games off. Yeah, it might have started out tricky, and yes, she should have told her and all of that. That ain't nothing to talk about. That's her man. That's her husband. That's how I feel. I do feel like Trisha. I get what she's saying, and I understand. It's been 5 years. The man been gone. But before you start some new shit, especially when you want to get in that, before you move over. That's just me. Who am I? What do I know?
Well, no, the thing is this. So I have worked on reality since 2008, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have seen on every show I've done, from Housewives to Love and Marriage to Bells, everything. I have never, ever witnessed somebody dating after the divorce was final. I have, when Nene and Greg, rest in peace, were going through their divorce, they were dating. That's so that was my first introduction into that. I think what's complicated is how divorce is not as easy as it seems. Because one thing, and I want to get, you're the relationship experts, I want to get your opinion. the moment you file for divorce, in my opinion, based on what I have witnessed, right, you are done with the relationship months to a year before you filed. You already checked out. You're just officially doing it. So my question is though, if your heart is not in it, but the ink isn't dry, I believe you should date.
Okay, and I hear you, and I feel what you're saying. However, if you're gonna ask me what's right or what's wrong, I'm gonna tell you premarital sex is wrong, even though we all do it. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me
Right.
what's right or wrong, biblically, you get married in a church in front of God, you're not supposed to date somebody. But we all do it. Have you had sex before marriage? We probably all have. I'm just saying, if you ask me what's right, that's what it is.
So one thing that you and
I don't get an opinion. I don't get an opinion.
Yeah.
On that.
Well, I want your opinion on this, because you said something that I never really digested. The Sonny Moses Destiny situation is interesting because at the end of the day, you do raise a good point that a lot of people may feel, which is Destiny and Moses were not married, right? So one thing you said to me a few weeks ago was that when you met your now husband of 27 years, dated for 30, that he had a girlfriend. But the difference is y'all were friends. So
I didn't even know the hoe. I never spoke to the hoe, didn't know her. That's the difference. That's the difference. Like I told you, Carolyn Moore, we kind of dated the same guy. I went straight up to her from the very beginning. That's the kind of bitch I am. That's, you know what I mean? I'm just saying straight up. But my own thing, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's Sonny man now. Like I said, when we talk about Greg and Sweet Tea, they's married now. Ain't nothing to talk about. They married. Let it go. It's gone.
What do you think about, okay, how long did it take for you and Dr. Damon to get married while y'all were dating? Like, how long did y'all date before y'all got married?
I met him, probably 9 months to a year. No. About 2 years before we got married. Because we've been together 27 years. We've been dating about 30. So 2.5 to 3 years we were together. Because 90 days in, we were pretty much engaged. Like, I knew that was going to be my husband. Nine months in, not 90 days, 9 months in, I knew that. But I knew it was going to be my husband first sight. When I saw him, when he turned back around, that was my man.
So wait, y'all were walking like this?
We were walking like this. This is the classroom. This back to your home. We walking like this. We stayed in the same subdivision, meaning the same building. We stayed in Meharry Towers. I was leaving, going back home, and he was coming in, and we walking. And the last time he was with his girlfriend when he walked. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and I said, if this look back, I got him. He looked back. I said, oh, but you know what? Honestly, if you ask Damon this right now, he'll say he don't remember that. He'll say, no, I was done with her when I got with you. And yes, you were done with her. However, you called me, you came over. He gonna say he don't remember it like that, but I remember.
Okay, so this is my thing, because what we learned in this episode is a lot of them got married less than a year of dating.
Yes.
Right? So Sonny said her and Moses got married, I want to say 60 days, if I'm not mistaken. Melody said her and Martell dated for 9 months before she got engaged. And I think Nell and Chris Fletcher, they said they dated for a year before they got married. Do you think dating less than a year and getting married is too soon?
No, I don't. I think when I first met my husband, I knew it was going to be my husband. I don't think it takes that long to know that it's the person for you. Now, a lot of times it's an age factor. Like for me and Damon, you know, we were still in school, even though I was 4 when I met him. I was 26 and a half when I married him. So it was the age factor, and we were still in school and we weren't prepared to get married. But what I'm saying is at 30, 40, 50, if I know this is my man and I know I love him, no, it don't take that long. You know immediately if that person is going to be marriage material for you. Yes. But I say wait at least 6 months, because sometimes people give a person that's not really them initially.
Well, that's the reason why, listen, I personally don't think you should marry anybody until you live with them for at least a year, because you don't know who they are. You just meaning fully. You really know a person when you live with them. and you really know a person once you're around them and whether or not you like them. So I do believe that before you marry somebody, ladies, in my opinion, yes, as a single gay guy, but in my opinion, I do think y'all should at least live with each other for a year, because do you truly know a man before that?
Can I give my opinion?
Yes.
You know my opinion is you're not supposed to live with nobody before you marry. First of all,
Stop
for somebody who's been with my husband for 30 years, you never do know a motherfucker, because they change from day to day, from year to year. Things change. So even if you stayed with him for a year, it's gotta be the love that's there, because it's gonna be ups and downs, highs and lows. You get to know somebody usually by 90 days, 6 months. You can kind of tell who they are. After a year, it still may fuck up. Most people think that 7 years is the 7-year itch. By definition, 7 years to see if your marriage is gonna last or not. But a year, you ask me, it ain't enough. So if you're gonna get married to the person after 90 days to a year, you pretty much know who they are. Live with them. Yeah, that's something different. But I'm saying, if you're gonna leave, you're gonna leave. My whole thing. And I'm ready to talk about Detroit, because I love that. That's a mess over there.
We're
I
gonna,
know,
we're
I'm
gonna,
tired. I ain't gonna go there.
we're gonna talk about Detroit soon. Yes, Love and Match Detroit's back. So we're gonna recap Brenda and Kristina scene. So Destiny and Sunny had a conversation, and your girl Destiny had a receipt book as long as a CVS receipt, honey. So Destiny is literally reading text messages from Moses saying, I love you. Hey, baby. Good morning. Sunny said, oh, well, he was just playing you. And then Destiny said, you may have had the hardware, but I have the heartstrings. Now, I don't know if Babyface wrote that, but baby, that was something.
I'm still
her. So when you saw that Destiny had receipts, and what appeared to be is this, there were a timeline difference where Moses allegedly was texting these sweet nothings to Destiny in August, right? Sunny said that they got serious around September. Do you think Moses had his big toe in one area of Destiny's way, but then he had his other big toe and other big things in Sunny's direction at the same damn time?
Now I'm gonna say all this allegedly, because you know I'm gonna say it. All them dudes in Huntsville been hoes. I'm gonna say
he's from St. Louis.
They in Huntsville now. They own Huntsville. The people on your damn show, that's the people I'm talking about. Listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna say at least, and probably more than this, but I'm gonna give y'all 80%. 80% of men are hoes. They all about the next opportunity. 80% easy. If a woman that appeals to them and they see her and they're attracted to, and they can get with her, they're going to go for it, especially if they ain't married. Moses was playing Destiny, but he was playing Sunny too. Just somewhere in there, he decided to marry Sunny, and that's who you know what I mean? Because Destiny probably wasn't having him at that point. You see what I'm saying? I think it was a toss-up. Like, either one of them could have had him, but at the same time, Sunny was acting right. Destiny wasn't, and he saw a future with Sunny. He was playing both of them. But my whole thing is, I'm going to say this and I'm going to take it back. It don't matter not that Sunny's man, she don't got no reason to worry about it. But I'm going to say it again. You lose a man, how you get him? If you know the scruples ain't right and you know this girl was her friend, you know? What you want me to say? Y'all know, y'all can play this up however you want to. I've been friended producers as well. You know, I don't play them kind of games, but maybe she was doing her job. But if after the job and y'all actually still talking, y'all were friends. Y'all were some sort of friends. Y'all were too close for that. Like I say again, she should have from the very beginning said, hey, you know what? Me and Moses met. We going out. She knew there was something because she called her before the marriage. Here nor there, they married now. But I'm saying for Moses, be mad at Moses, because Moses is the one that's going to turn on you, Sonny. And evidently, he still has feelings for Destiny.
Do you think Moses...
You know what you do? Next season's Carlos, this shit. You know what you do? Bring Destiny back, right? With her new boo, and see how Moses handle it. And you'll see where his heartstrings are, because baby, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
It sounds like something's happening on Marriage and Medicine. This upcoming
Leave it alone, lay it down, lay it
season.
down. But I'm saying, let destiny come with a man. You gonna see. I never would have thought this though. I've learned a lesson. People still care about their exes. The whole thing with Destiny is
Go ahead.
she was pulled both ways. Meaning, I think she was Martell's friend first, correct?
Yes.
And then she became Melly's friend. She was trying to be loyal to both of them. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not talking about Married to Medicine, but I'm saying you got to pick or choose. You got to choose one. You cannot be their friends after the end and all this shit went down. You cannot be Melody's friend and Martell's friend. You got to choose one, and that's what I did. You got to choose one because it's always going to be a freaking problem. Melody's mad because you with the damn side. What's her name? She went taking pictures with her and her kids, and you supposed to be my friend. Melody is a stone cold Scorpio. She like me. She like Phaedra Parks. Once we don't fuck with you no more, we don't fuck with you. And you know what I went through with that man. I'm not saying Destiny was wrong. I can understand how she got pulled both ways, but I get Melody. I don't fuck with you. That's how we do. I don't even need to talk to you about it. We don't need to figure it out. You knew what it was. You knew how I felt. You taking pictures with my ex and his that disrespected me.
Well, I want to clear something up. So, but that happened. Okay. So I want to go back, but then I'm gonna finish this.
Okay.
So the conversation that Melody was having with Destiny in terms of her seeing Destiny take photos with the kids and Martell's child's mother, right? That happened after her and Melody had a falling out, right? So I want to push that to the side and come back to it.
Oh, I thought that's why they fell out. Is that not why they fell out?
No. So so they had a falling out prior to that, right? So in the episode, Melody said that part of the reasons, right? It's not just one reason, and this is part of what Melody said in the episode. She said that one of the reasons was definitely Destiny being friends with Martell, and Melody and Destiny would be on the phone together, and that Destiny would say, "Oh, girl, let me call you back. It's Martell calling me," right? So, but to your point, I want to address this because I think this is key. When you are friends with a couple, so in this particular situation, Martell and Destiny were friends prior to him being with Melody. As you know, being on Married to Medicine and that whole show's about couples, when you are friends with somebody, then all of a sudden you become friends with the spouse, right? Right? When everyone's in a good place, correct? When they got separated, you do raise a good point. Destiny was still being friends with Martell, and Destiny was still being friends with Melody. If you were in Destiny's shoes, would you have chosen a side immediately? And which side do you choose? The friend you knew first, or you choose a female friend that you're close to at this very moment?
This was probably a difficult decision for her because she probably loved them both. I really do feel like she cared for Melody as much as she did Martell. It was difficult for her. For me, it wasn't difficult. I've been knowing a bitch 10 years. I just met you, ho. I'm going to be that friend. I'm the friend that Melody wanted and needed. I am her. I don't give a damn. And I know it might sound childish. It might sound, but if I'm your friend and I know what's going down, I don't with you either. You see what I'm saying? You don't play. You don't understand what I'm saying.
But I'm listening. I'm listening.
It was more difficult for
But who should she have? So are you saying is it a matter of history? She knew Martell the longest, but obviously she's friendly and close and besties with Melody, another female. Should she have chosen the person she knew longer, or should she have chosen the woman in this situation?
Maybe I misspoke when I said because I've known Quad 10 years. What I mean is, it don't matter about the time. It's about who you closest to. I don't know these new people. I don't know Quad's ex-spouse. I don't know these people. Like I said, I'm friends with the women. I very rarely talk to the men. I don't know them, and I don't know their spouses, But, it was a difficult situation, but I had to make a choice because she wasn't having it. So you got to choose, boo. And my thought process is Destiny's going to choose Martell. That just seems like she's closer to him. That's just what I get out of conversation. You would have to ask her, but she's going to choose Martell. And rightfully so, or understandably so. I could see why Melody don't with her. I see it. Melody is still mad. And I understand why. And as a Scorpio to Scorpio, we going to be mad forever. We don't with you forever.
When you say she's still mad at who? Destiny?
She's mad at the whole situation, the disrespect that went on with and Martell and the disrespect around that. And basically you knowing all the shit that she's been throwing through and probably still going through, because then she just filed charges. How dare you get off the phone with me when we supposed to be cool? I'm trying my heart out to you. And then you going to say, hold on, girl, that's Martell. That ain't going to sit well with nobody. Come on, Destiny. I love Destiny. I get it. And I do not think that she meant to hurt Melody. She did not. But you cannot maintain both of these relationships. It's just not going to work. It ain't gonna work. You got to pick or choose. And I'm not saying you got to pick the person you knew the longest. I just did it because I know this person for 10 years and I just met this person. I don't know this person that well. I made that choice. But for her, it made me more difficult. But she going to have to choose. It's going to be very difficult for her to keep a relationship with her and Martell at the same time and go visit the kids with the baby mama over there. I'm going to say baby mama. You trying to be politically correct and say the child's baby mama over there who disrespected Melody and the man, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is, and everybody's saying it, Melody saying all this, but Melody knew that man was cheating. Like when she said respectfully cheating, I don't know what happened in the conversations or whatever, but Melody dealt with that shit far too long, and that's what Destiny's talking about. She's saying that she knew that man was cheating with that woman for how long? They broke up. He called her a peasant, and then he got back with her and had a baby. Am I lying?
No. I'm listening. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And then they broke up, and then he called up peasant. He was trying to work it out with his wife, and then COVID happened, and then the gym was open again, and even though the gym was closed,
yeah.
Am I fucking it up? Y'all be saying I
You
don't
got
like
it right now. You're actually look now. This your point with you actually got the timeline correct.
All I'm saying about it is it don't fly well with Melody, and it never will. And you can't be Martell's friend if you're Melody's friend. It's too much pain, too much hurt, too much has happened, and it's a reminder. That's a reminder. That's just like almost like, you know, if you got like to me, if you got a tumultuous relationship and then y'all had a kid and like the new kids, it's difficult for me to bring my kid over to the new woman house because I always think she gonna mistreat her because she's in pain. Everybody not Viola Davis in Fences. They can't do it and just take the baby in. It's gonna be some kind of animosity towards the child. This friendship can never happen. They can be cordial. Now, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take it back, Dr. Shanetta. I'm sorry, but when Tisha says that she's being an adult by being in a room with people she might not like or care that much about, I think that's being an adult. That ain't ops and watch her. That's being an adult. You could sit at a table with somebody. I do it all the freaking time. I do it all the time. Sit with people I don't like. You know what I'm saying? On reality TV. But that means that this your job. You gonna sit with her. I could be cordial with anybody. Do that mean that bitch and me friends? No, I could give a pleasure. Girl, I like your new breasts.
Not new breasts.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't. Now we can do it, Shanita. We can sit at the table. That don't mean watch me. That means that I'm a real bitch, and I'm gonna tell you if you ask me. I don't fuck with her, but I can sit at the table with her.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I want to go back to what you said earlier because this episode really highlighted it, and Black Twitter went crazy when this episode aired. You know, so you know, I do think that obviously, you know, there seems to be this expectation, right, that Melody had of her female friend circle when she was hurt by Martell, right? Because again, if you watch everything leading up to this particular episode, you know, there was a conversation of girl code, and there was a conversation of her telling Sonny, like, you know, when she was going through the things with Martell, Kimmy would say things like, Martell's a good guy. Kimmy wouldn't call the child's mother another name in all this situation. And how, you know, and this is what she said, they would travel together. They've been in each other's homes. And she felt like these women did not stand up for her the way she would have expected, knowing that these are her friends. Do you think Destiny, Kimmy, and Tisha failed Melody as a friend who was hurt by this man she fell in love with 9 months after dating, got married, have 4 kids by him, and then all of a sudden dealing with the infidelity and then dealing with him having a child with this woman? Do you feel like they failed her as friends and she's hurt by that?
Now that's a tricky question. Now y'all know I love Melody. Melody is a Scorpio, and she's a woman after my own heart. The problem lies is that they have all been friends, from my understanding, for years, right?
Yes.
Melody was with this man when he was hoeing and with the girl and got back with him. You see what I'm saying? So at this time, they all still been friends, right? And that was accepted then. Now that she's finished with Martell, she want everybody to be finished with him. You knew what he was. They all knew what he was. So now that you finished, you want everybody else to be finished? If it had happened differently and she found out he was cheating and she cut it off then, it might be a different situation, maybe not. But based on the history, this is just my thought. I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
I understand how Melody feels, and I'm 100% with her, and I would feel like she does. But for the other people, they feeling like, I've been knowing Martell for years. Y'all been knowing he was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Now that he's done the ultimate, are we supposed to choose you over Martell when we knew him longer and you accepted the infidelity for years?
Well, I will say this. I think it's one of those things where, is there a expectation when it comes to, as a woman, if you dealt with this, I'm going to stand up for you, and I'm going to, despite you, because the thing is this, I wouldn't say the word accept, and this is my opinion, right? I wouldn't say the word accept, because at the end of the day, you're married. And I think when you marry, you really try hard to make the marriage work. I don't think she necessarily accepted it. I think they were trying to make it work. I think Martell was pleading with her, I'm going to change. I'm going to do right. And as any woman, you want to believe your husband.
I agree with you there the first 3 months, the first two years. But when it comes to 5 years, am I making something up? They were together 5 years. Y'all say he was cheating for 5 years. They were together like 8 or 10, right? They said that he had an on and off relationship for 5 years. Is that not true?
Yes.
I feel Melody, and I would feel exactly like Melody does. But from standing from the outside, I can see how they feel the way they do too. Like I say, it's 3 sides to every story. Trust me, in my heart, I feel Melody. I feel like I would feel the same way. But for these people, it's very difficult for them to sever a relationship with Martell when they were friends first and they knew it. And you could say accepted it. You can call it what you want to. It happened and it was allowed. It was allowed because it could have been stopped. And it went through for 5 years. And now on year 8 or 6 when you decide to leave because he had a baby and I don't know. You don't ask me. I feel Melody. I do. I love Melody. I like Melody. She's a good person. I feel it. But the people, they was in it the whole time. So how can they have just hard feelings when it was allowed for 5 years?
That's well, the thing is this, right?
Sorry, shit. I had to cut my shit off.
Okay. Yeah, and listen, because obviously there's always, again, it's not my relationship or my history. I want to say that the infidelity wasn't a total of 5 years before she divorced. I think it was like 3. But again, I want to make that clarification.
Okay.
One of the things that Destiny said in this episode was she felt that Melody was teaching the woman, Martell's child's mother, how to respectfully cheat. Destiny said, I would be near you and you would be on the phone with this woman. Where's Martell? What's going on? And how she took that as you're teaching this woman how to respectfully cheat. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't think Melody would teach anyone how to respectfully cheat. I don't know Melody like that. I probably had 3 conversations with Melody. I do love her spirit. I love that she's smart. I love that she's intelligent. I love that she's bold. But my whole thing is, no woman would teach her. But what did happen, and I think that Destiny probably misworded it. What happened was I believe, I don't know, allegedly, she was having conversation with. For example, let me give you an example.
Mhm.
I remember a friend of mine. I'm gonna say a friend of mine. Probably somebody that's related to me. She was dating a guy. Well, no, she was married to a guy, right? And he was cheating, right? So the little bitch kept calling her, just like I kept calling her. They would get on the phone and she would talk to her. Like, bitch, where he at now? You know what I'm saying? I think that was it. Like, Melody, in her mind, she was over, but she wanted to see what she wanted to catch him in some lies or whatever she was doing. She was talking to her. And evidently, Destiny overheard it. Now, teach her how to respectfully cheat. That wasn't it. Melody was trying to get her information. So when she came at his ass, she read his ass for Phil based on facts that she got from her. That's what I see. She got facts from her. She was talking to the little girl. She didn't like the little girl. She was just saying the little girl was talking to her and she was telling her, okay, let's get our turn because Martell is lying. But I'm going to get the facts from her. So when I talk to this motherfucker again, I'm going to have the facts from her. That's what I get. Now, I don't know nothing. But in teaching him, tell her to respectfully cheat, no.
Mhm.
I think Destiny got that part wrong.
Okay. Do you see a reconciliation between Destiny and Melody, or
It's gonna take a long time because she's Scorpio. I'm telling you, we don't do that. We don't go backwards. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think I ever hear from the people that left Married to Medicine. I don't think I hear from them people no more. If it's my job, like for example, if it's my job to be there, yeah, I'm in a table. But I'm never gonna put you anymore on the same level if you said I tried to ruin your marriage when you knew you had marital problems all the 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be on that level with you again, based on that's who I am. I ain't saying Scorpio, but I'm just saying I'm just making it as relevant. Me, Melody, Phaedra, we don't gotta fuck with you. We got enough friends. I'm my best friend. I got my man. I do not need none of y'all hoes to be my man, and that's how Melody feels. No, it's not gonna work. No, Melody's not gonna do it. No.
Okay.
That's how I feel. I think that Destiny would, but Destiny's not in the situation. You know what I'm saying? And ain't as hurt because,
Yeah, listen, I think, and that's
And
the
I
reason.
like both of them. I really do. I want to say that.
Yeah. No, but I think the reason why a lot of people have many strong opinions about that entire situation is because a lot of people a lot of people are affected, right, in this situation because it happened. And I think the audience and you and I too, we look at it like, what would we have done in that situation? And that's why for me, I'm always curious is there a right or wrong answer? And that's just something I don't know. I don't have married friends. So I just don't know.
I'm a woman. I'm a woman, and I know how women think. We don't play by ours. And no matter, I've learned this as of late. If you're married to somebody, man or woman, you do not want to be in the room with them with somebody else. Even if you done with them, you over with them, you don't care anymore. It must be hurtful to see your ex-husband or ex-wife with someone else. It got to be. And I never really thought about it because I've been with my man 30 years. I would never even think in my mind of him being with another woman. But I think I would be very unreasonable, even if, you know what I'm saying, knock on wood, I would fight the bitch outside. I'm not gonna hold my feelings back because we not married no more. I don't give a damn. My whole thing is I maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna try to play the high road. I'm not. And I might not want him no more, but damn it, you're not gonna bring no other bitch in front of me. You're not. That's just me. Pray for me, okay? I'm feeling Melody 1,000%. Melody right, but I'm saying it's 2-3 sides to every story. Destiny not a bad girl. I do not believe she meant to hurt Melody in any way. It's just a fucked up situation all the way around. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think it is, and that's why. Listen, I always tell people you can't judge no one in this situation because it's such an unfortunate situation where it's just it's hard to digest.
It
really
is, and
is.
it ain't gonna be.
Yeah. One thing that Kimmy said, and I'll move on to Love and Marriage Detroit episode.
Okay.
One thing that Kimmy said is it's one thing to divorce someone, but to divorce them and work with them takes a lot. Like, it's one thing that we're divorced. I still gotta work with you and see you at my job. I gotta see you at work. And Kimmy even said that she said this is my interview with her too. She said, I give Melody so much props because I don't know how she does it. Kimmy said, my son's dad, my baby daddy, I'm saying baby daddy to make it, her son's father, she said, I couldn't imagine working with him every day. It's a lot. And I also think a lot of people don't understand that either. Like, imagine going to work every day. Like, it has to be difficult. That's why, I always say people need to offer a little bit more grace.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's where I missed it. Because honestly, when you say that, it makes me think of Quad.
Yeah.
That this her job. She been working here. It's been 3 years since, and then you bring the motherfucker back. In my mind, I was thinking like, she don't care about this dude. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. But no, you can't work with your ex. You can't do that. You can't do that. And that was my mistake. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that. And the interesting thing, and I ain't giving away Married to Medicine, nothing. I would never go into the episodes or whatever. But I know there was a specific question that they asked Dr. Damon. And Dr. Damon, they said, Dr. Damon, what would you do if you were in this situation? And Damon was so cold and so serious. He'd be real serious when he said, I wouldn't have been there. I would have never came back to a show with my ex-wife. I wouldn't have been there. I don't care what you offer me. I couldn't have done it. So, yeah, I get what they're saying. It's very difficult to work. And I agree with Kimmy. I've always liked Kimmy because she's the most reasonable person on that show, in my opinion. That she gets it. It's got to be hard as hell. And you got to take your hat off to Melody for working with a man that did her the way he did. And she's still coming to work. So, yeah, there has to be some favor there for her.
Yeah. So let's get into Love and Marriage Detroit. I want to talk about a scene that blew up Twitter.
Okay.
Brandon and Kristina, this is our second season of Love and Marriage Detroit, and they are separated. What would you like to say based on what you watched?
I didn't see but a little bit, and I'm gonna say that.
Yes.
I saw the hot scenes. I've never seen the show before, but I'm gonna tell you my first impressions, and I am very rarely wrong. Okay. Now, Kristina and Brandon, beautiful couple. Ain't they beautiful? They so cute together. Yeah. Ain't they cute? Uh-huh. It ain't gonna fucking work. It ain't gonna fucking work. Let me tell you why. In a marriage, and I know I'm wrong, and y'all gonna eat my ass up and tear my ass up, just don't call my fucking office with it, okay? Brandon, I'm sorry, sir, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to take it back. You set the tone for the marriage. Motherfucker, when you say that you're here because of God and not because the love of God that you have in this woman, she's always going to feel some kind of way. The shit you saying ain't resonating in my soul. It's making me feel like when she says she's in here, she's hurting, she feels like she don't know you no more. The first thing I say, when somebody in a relationship and you feel like you don't know no more, ding, 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 somebody else do. Somebody else do. Somebody else know him because his feelings and his talking and all that is going over with somebody else. I don't know nothing about these people. Everything I'm saying is alleged. But based on looking at him and based on knowing your damn shows, this motherfucker is not faithful. That's what I think. That's what I would say. I don't know nothing. Maybe it's already been revealed. Maybe it's going to be revealed later. I feel like this man... What have I said to y'all women from the very beginning? You got to find a man that loves you more than you love him. He got to love you more than Christ loved the church. This man don't love her like that, and it's a shame because I'm feeling her heart because she crying her heart out. I don't want to be hurt more. Bitch, run because you will be hurt again. This man is not for you, boo. He's not, and I never say that. I don't never say run. I say try to work it out. No, this man come in with God saying, God told me to be here. No, God in your spirit. You are God. God is within you. If you were supposed to be there, you'd be like, listen, baby, I don't know what's going on. I love you so much. I want to work through it. I feel like, you know what I mean? Since the heavens opened up and God gave me you. Don't say I'm just here because God told me to be here. That ain't gonna be. My whole thing is, then she said that he was disrespectful at the wedding. Ding, 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 ding. We always talking about red flags. Disrespectful motherfucker. You're not gonna look at no other woman. And then, this the problem. This the problem. When you don't respect me, I ain't saying no names about the new marriages, unmarried, unmarried. I'm not saying you don't respect me. That means that the woman, and you know, I'm an advocate of the women being submissive. I said it. But you don't submit to no bullshit. The only people you submit to is a man that loves you like Christ of the church, and Brandon don't love Kristina. Based on these two fucking scenes, I can see that. Sorry, don't call my office.
I mean, I wanted you to.
It will never work. I said it.
You don't think Brandon and Kristina will ever work out?
No. Based on what he's saying, no. He don't know what to say. He don't. Think about it. If you a man and you going in a situation, you say, and he's like, man, basically, this is what she said. Now, I'm just going by these 7 minutes. She said he basically was like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. You don't love me like Christ loved the church, brother. You don't. You can't. Based on what you saying to me. She loves him. And that's a no-no. You do a Toya and Eugene, bitch. You got to have a man love the woman more. I didn't taught y'all nothing through Dr. Heather University. I'm a relationship expert. I'm going to tell you over and over again, it's never going to work with the woman loving the man more and the man telling you he just here because God told him to come back. I want to talk to God because I don't believe God said that. Well, I know Jesus. I know Jesus.
That was a lot of people's opinions too, because they felt like he brought God into the situation versus feeling like my heart, body, soul, mind, and spirit yearns for you. I want to be with you. I can't live without you. I need you. Get on my knees, grab your ankles, your calves, and beg you for forgiveness. Kristina obviously has expressed to Brandon that she wants him to change in these areas. I want to ask you this. When a woman tells her husband what she desires, what should the husband do immediately?
Well, the interesting thing is, for the right bitch, he will be the right man. He will be the right man. I don't even know what she asked him to do. But for the right woman, he will do that and more. For the right woman, she just ain't it. And I'm sorry, she's beautiful. I don't know nothing about this woman at all. She's beautiful. Don't never take it as a side swipe, brother, sister. He just not for you. And he might not be for anyone. He might be the kind of dude that's egotistical, that's selfish like that ain't really ever going to be a good husband to anybody. My whole thing is him and the things that he's saying to her is unacceptable. Her heart is spilling out to him on TV. He hugging her, trying to console her, but he's still not saying the right shit. Either he's not smart enough to know it, which I think is not the case. I think he just don't feel it enough to say, because if he loved her, he'd be like, listen, baby, what's her name, Kristina? Kristina, look at me. Look at me. I love you with all my heart and soul. I want this to. Don't come in here talk about take it or leave it and God told me to come, because God is here. I'm God. God lives within us, right? Don't tell me somebody outside of me told me to be here. No, I'm not taking it. I'm sorry. And I feel so bad for her because she got the crying and in my heart and soul spilled out for that woman. Mm-hmm. But then she beautiful. She'll find somebody better than him. But when you're in a tough situation, you got to leave that situation to prepare for the man that God really has for you. That's my thought. I don't know nothing about these people. I don't know nothing about Brandon. He's a nice looking guy, maybe nice. I don't know. But for the TV show, nope.
I want to, because listen, doing this show has exposed me a lot to marriages. Your show is the GOAT. It exposed me to a lot of things about marriages, especially when Cecil and Simone was going through this situation and all of you guys rallied around them and said, no, make this work. So I'm always learning a lot. When does a woman start checking out during her marriage?
A woman checks out a lot of times when the sex is not there. A lot of times.
Really? I thought that's when men check out.
No. Women too. Because when the sex stops, that almost means at their age and what they doing, he somebody else. You could tell a woman knows in her soul when her man is cheating. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If a man is cheating, they know it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm able to play with Mariah, because I really feel in my heart and soul my man has never cheated on me. I could play with it because I really don't. I think that if he did, I know him so well. I would know. My whole thing is her heart checked out because she knows. I ain't saying he's sleeping with nobody else. I'm not saying it at all. I'm saying his heart is not with her.
Mm.
And when it's not with her because they married, it's probably somebody else in the picture.
All right. Well, there you have it. Love and Marriage, Huntsville mid-season finale. So Huntsville is back in November. I want to say
love you
this.
so
So,
much.
you know, that was the mid-season finale of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I want to thank my sister, my dentist, my girl, my love, Dr. Heavenly, for taking time out to recap Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was, I mean, this was everything to me. So we're going to take a break, right? Because Married to Medicine is going to come back. We don't know when exactly.
As soon as I know, I'm going to tell it. You know I'm going to tell it. As soon as I know.
You're going to tell it. So we're going to go on a little break, okay, while Huntsville is on hiatus and Married to Medicine. But we in Heavenly. We'll see y'all again.
Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate you, baby.